everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals. Welcome back to my channel. So I've got a journal flip through to share with you in this video of a vintage French collage journal featuring two of my collages using the pink collages this time with lovely floral fabric and lace and of course vintage ephemera from France. And then we have got a glassine bag of extra goodies with some authentic pieces. There's a wine label and a collage tag, seed packet, and some other authentic vintage French documents and papers. And so going in, this is what it looks like. I've just decorated the inside of the covers with some more of my collages. We've got one of my library cards with my stamp. We have a whole bunch of pockets sewn in using some of the vintage French envelopes. That's a printable in my Etsy shop, Willowbound Journals. There's a bunch of my collage tags throughout the journal using original vintage French papers and documents. And some of the envelopes I used as journal cards, so I just printed them and sewed them onto coffee dye paper, so you can actually journal on the back of those. And that's just tucked into a glassine bag there. I've used some of my vintage French collages throughout the journal as well. There are, I believe, 6 kits for those of various colours and collages in my Etsy. These are some authentic vintage French book pages throughout the journal as well from a range of different books. And there's just a whole bunch of different printables and pockets, a mix of printable and original. So the printables are again all from my Etsy. There's the vintage French receipts and documents and the small collage journal cards and the envelopes. This is vintage French, not French, but vintage music paper. And some of my vintage French tags as well from various kits. There's script and documents and receipts and all different types of things. So there's also some pink marble type paper to go with the pink theme. And there's some pocket pages sewn in there. This is one of the vintage French receipt tags. Love that book page. That was from a vintage French sort of reader book or vocabulary type book, and I love that it has little illustrations in there. Just folded up one of the receipts, one of the documents in here or invoices, and just place that in the envelope pocket so you have some more journaling space in that fold out sheet. Just loving all the combination. I could have used a whole bunch more different kits, but I love having this range. That one's an authentic one using script, vintage French script. I'm loving having so many different kits now that I can mix and match them. And there's just so many now that I can't use them all. If I was to use them all, it would be a massive, massive mega journal. So I just pick and choose the ones to use. And I just love how they all go together and all the different combinations. And it just adds that variety and interest in the journal. And you can make your own vintage French collage journal with the same pieces you see here. I have a Make a Junk Journal with Me series from start to finish, showing how I make these and all of the materials that I use. You can use the same from my various kits in my Etsy. So getting towards the back signature, I think there are 3 signatures in this journal, so lots and lots of pages. Oh no, here's the back signature now. There's another authentic vintage French tag there. I just use manila folder and sew around that and ink around the edges so that there is journaling space on the back of the tag as well. This one's really cute. There's some authentic vintage French vocabulary cards inside this glassine envelope, and then behind it an authentic tag made out of vintage French documents, and then some vintage music paper on the right hand side. Just all my favorite things in this journal. Lots and lots of different vintage pieces. So this journal is actually already sold and I hope you absolutely love it. One of my beautiful patrons snapped this up because I do share sneak peeks of my journals over there, and my patrons, as an extra perk, they get first preference. So you won't see this one in my Etsy, but there are a bunch of other journals now up in my Etsy. I love that illustration there. Again, here's another glassine bag with a little secret pocket behind, and one of my collage tags inside, one of my large collage tags. There's a printable version, this one's an authentic version. And yeah, you can take all of these pieces out if you want and just use it more as a writing journal, or you can have fun writing on the back of these pieces, which is always fun. So that is the journal. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. Thank you so much for watching and for being here and joining me. A big extra special thank you to my patrons in June for supporting my channel and making all this possible. If you would also like to support my channel, you can become a patron. The link will be below in the description box. Becoming a patron gives you access to more videos, printables, personal updates, sneak peeks, and first access to my journals and creations. If you would like to support my channel through a once-off donation, you can also do that through the Buy Me a Coffee link down below. And if you would like to keep updated with what's going on in the world of Willowbound Journals, you can check out my Facebook group page. There is also a separate Facebook group page if you would like to see what the other Willow ladies are doing and get to know them. All the links will be below, as well to my Instagram and my new website with blog and access to my journal courses. There is the Willow journal course and the Anchor journal course. And thank you again so much for being here. I always hope to encourage you to journal and document your life because your story matters. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.